Weder du weißes Sonnenau ist eine süße kleine Frau. Mädelfein, geht
Oh, don't it fly? Blue jays, they gaze, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. You like that, Mama?
Yes.
I'm glad of it. I'd rather please you than anybody I know of. Oh, boy. You see the wink she gave me?
Sure.
That was meant for me. I'm going to take her out tonight. So let me have some money for tonight. What do you
Well, I
think?
have no cash, maybe I could give you a check.
Check? Whose check?
My check.
Oh, no
Why?
chance in the world. I don't want your check.
Why?
Remember the last time you gave me a check for $15?
Good morning, dear. Did you sleep well?
What time is it?
1:30?
Half past what?
I don't know. The other hand of my watch is gone.
What do critics say about the show?
Oh, they said a lot of things. But don't you think you'd better wait until after breakfast? Gee, you must be hungry, dear.
Oh, don't try to kid me, Benny. I know the show's a flop. I
Oh,
just
no,
know
dear.
it.
No, look here. Look at the things they say. Look here. Daryl and Sloan.
Lofoten Peninsula is on the western side of Norway and is known for its spectacular scenery. Upon arrival, we settled near the town of Leknes, which be our base of exploration. Our cabins were cozy and even produced some evening entertainment. Let the exploration begin. There are small fishing towns throughout Lofoten. You will usually see drying racks where the fish are dried and processed. The beaches were fun to photograph. You could see the surfers who braved the icy waters. Look for patterns in the rocks and look for patterns in the sand.
Have a seat at the Desert Meadow Park. When you want to relax, have a seat. When you want a chuckle, have a seat. When you want to have a picnic, have a seat. When you want to enjoy the flowers, have a seat. When you want to enjoy the artwork, Have a seat. When you want to identify something, check out a book at the library and have a seat. When you're feeling kind of hokey, have a seat. When you want to swing, have a seat. When you want to be alone, have a seat. When you want to play chess or checkers, have a seat. When you want some wine with friends, have a seat. When you want to celebrate, have a seat. When you want to bring the grandkids, have a seat. When you want to chat with friends, have a seat. When you want to remember a pet, friend, or spouse, have a seat. When you want to read a good book, have a seat. When your feet are tired and hurting, have a seat. When you want to study the flowers and cactus, have a seat. When you're tired of walking your dog, have a seat. When friends have a seat at the Desert Meadow Park.
We have 3 different galleries. It gives a great history of dollhouse miniatures. We have lots of artists, some of the international, some local. So it's a great place to spend your day and spend your time. Here at the Mini Time Machine Museum. And there are a couple pieces I want to point out in what is the History Gallery here in the museum. This is one of our oldest pieces. It's the Nuremberg Kitchen, and you're welcome to take a pan over to that. From 1742, this is something that on my tours, I talk about it being an educational toy, because this was something that the young children of the house, especially the young ladies, would play with, and it would give them familiarity with the kitchen, which was the main room of the house. All the different pots and pans reflect different types of meals that you would prepare: fish, poultry, meat, whatever. And it was a portable toy. You could actually lift it up. There's a handle icon on the top. The kitchen right next to it is also a Nuremberg kitchen, and that's from the early 1900s. Also a working toy. That's the one there in white. And it's a little different because, while it's modern, you can also, there are pieces that actually work. There's a sink there on the left, which if you turn the faucet on that and you fill the cistern in the back with water, then water comes out of the faucet. The coffee grinder on the wall works as well. So two examples, one from the 1700s, one from the 1900s, of Nuremberg kitchens.
Pretty little angel eyes, pretty little angel eyes, pretty little angel, pretty little angel, pretty little, pretty little, pretty little angel. Pretty, pretty little angel eyes. Angel eyes, I really love you so. Angel eyes, I'll never let you go, because I love you, my darling angel eyes. Pretty, pretty, pretty little angel eyes. Angel eyes, you are so good to me, and when I'm in your arms, it feels so heavenly. You know I love you, my darling angel eyes. I know you were sent from heaven above to fill my life with your wonderful love. I know we'll be happy for eternity, 'cause I know, that our love is really real. Angel eyes, I really love you so. Angel eyes, I'll never let you go, because I love you, my darling angel eyes. Pretty little angel eyes, pretty little angel eyes, pretty little angel, pretty little angel, pretty little, pretty little, pretty little Angel eyes, I really love you so. Angel eyes, I'll never let you go, because I love you, my darling angel eyes. Pretty, pretty little angel eyes.
Take the time to get outside with the Adirondack Bard. It's 2023, autumn in the 21st century, and I am in rural New York, upstate, far north in New York City, where sometimes it seems we're still in the age of strolling minstrels and tinkers like the Fuller Brush Man. Only occasionally do visitors come by, on rare occasions to take the census or search for souls to join a church. Since 1967, I have lived just north of the Blue Line, the border of the 6-million-acre Adirondack Park. It's a rural county that even now is losing population. Frequently, I travel up south to the higher elevations, to the tourist region of the Adirondack Mountains, to hike or paddle or visit the village of Lake Placid. You've probably heard of Lake Placid, New York. It was the site of the Winter Olympics in 1932 and again in 1980. Before my retirement, I was there as an educational administrator on a small workshop with colleagues. Flash back to then, 1998, Lake Placid. We actually traveled across the lake itself to a place called Camp Solitude, where we discussed updates in the state education system, had a lovely dinner, and afterward were entertained by a bard who sang and recited his poetry accompanied by his kalimba. Then we traveled back across the lake to the village of Lake Placid and north to home. Flash forward to October 14, 2023, 25 years later. I'm home for the afternoon, enjoying the gorgeous autumn colors. A man stops by to campaign for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. for president in 2024. We talk a bit, then he waits while I go in the house to retrieve from the house a printout on mending the political division in our country. As I come outside, he's on the walkway. I hear his kalimba and invite him to the deck to enjoy the view as he plays. Hear what ensues.
Hi, so this is my friend who's here to show us what beautiful music can be made by our river, the St. Regis. And it's October 14th, 2023, and this is
Richard Hayes Phillips.
Richard Hayes Phillips.
And I seem to have found a kindred spirit in this building, and she has heard me play this, a kalimba, before when I was at Camp Solitude on Lake Placid. I spent years restoring 17 miles of hiking trails there, and Jay would feed me and house me at night, and if he had dinner guests, I would entertain them. And that's funny to hear today. Well, the first time I ever saw a kalimba, it was this guy at Camp Solitude, and of course that turned out to be me. So
that had to be about in 1998, maybe.
Okay, because Jay took me in 97, I think it was, and I didn't write Cougar in the Wild until the winter of 98, but I was probably singing it already in 98. Here is the song.
And it is a gorgeous song.
It is Cougar in the Wild, a true story from somewhere in the Adirondack Mountains.
I saw a cougar in the wild, he did not know I saw. I stood excited as a child, watching him in awe. His fur was of the lightest brown, and not a mark upon him. And as I stood, I wished I could have photographed or drawn him. He prowled a lofty mountain pass not 50 meters wide, carpeted with alpine grass, with cliffs on either side. There have been no cougars here, the experts say, for 90 years. But now the woods are full of deer, the catamount has reappeared. I saw a cougar in the wild, I will not tell you where. I'd rather let him live in peace and know that he is there.
I never expected to see the bard again, nor hear his kalimba, and I certainly hope someday to see a cougar in the wild. It just goes to show you never know when the day gets started in the Adirondack woods what golden treasures might await you if you take the time to get outside.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Don't turn it off.
The border wall, to me, is more of a symbolic gesture from the government to protect its borders. I was watching TV the other day, and it was quite a while ago, actually, on a Penn and Teller show, and I thought it hit it right on the nose. It was pretty hilarious. They hired a construction company to build 100 feet of border wall, the identical copy of the border wall. And then they hired 3 teams of Mexican dudes, I think 2 on each team, and they had them one go under, one go over, and one go through. And I think the one that took the longest was like just over 3 minutes. So their conclusion, which I thought was great, was we're spending billions of dollars adding approximately 2.5 minutes of travel time to an illegal alien coming into this country. So I think that pretty was spot on as far as the true effectiveness of the border wall.
On the subject of healthcare, I came up with an idea that started out as a joke, almost as a monologue. But after going over it with several people, I started wondering why somebody hadn't done it. That when an individual wants to pick up their monthly welfare check, they go into an office, and in the corner up against the wall is a scale, medical scale with a height bar and a weight height chart on the wall as approved by the United States government. So that when you measure how high they are, you set the weight bar to known weight, and in the groove on top of the balance bar, you put their check. Next to the scales on the floor is a trash can with a paper shredder attached to it. So that if this individual steps on the scale, mashes it so hard that the arm flies in the air, the check slides off, goes to the paper shredder, they don't get any money that month. Their weight will come down, their health will improve, they'll take less medicine, and they won't be a burden on society.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation, for which it stands. What's that?
Lobbyists are the vehicle by which money controls our government. Money controls everything in our society to a much greater extent than it should, and lobbyists are the tool by which money gets to government, and I hate it.
Lobbying is not all bad. There are some good sides or some good points to lobbying. I don't like what I just said.
Oh, I thought that was pretty good.
Shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot them again. And shoot them again. What else can I say?
What is wet pain? I am not sure where you got that question from. I have never heard the term. I guess a wet pain would be falling in the ocean off of the back of a steamer and dying. Wet pain.
Wet pain. That would be someone slapping you with a wet towel?
Wet pain. The term ice water is coming to mind.
It's pain that's messy. Wetness implies bodily fluids and bleeding and infection and dripping, so wet pain is complicated pain.
I didn't know there was any such thing as wet pain. Now, I've heard of dry pain, but never wet pain.
Wet pain. Wet pain. Oh, after it rains, you look out the window, it's a wet pain.
Wet pain. I wish I could think of something clever, but
Wet pain. I haven't got a clue.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, forever.
That's all, folks.